This is session 4. Yes, 4 of the sword, the crown, and the unspeakable power, the blood on our hands, Scuppy adventures, very Scuppy, and we are now drawn in the conclusion, the final act of this adventure, or not adventure, but drama. So let's start with the beginning of session moves, or rather, let's highlight and then beginning of session moves.
What else could
Because
the of session take away from me after last session?
bruh. Okay. All right. And since Generous isn't here, Rook, you're gonna highlight Severn, and Severn, you're gonna highlight Rook.
Okay, I super want to see Rook like wreck everything. So I'm gonna highlight Fierce. And for Miranda, I still want to see you be Wily. Wily is the one where you like convince people of things, right? Yes. So I want to see you like be a snake, basically. Be like me.
Oh wow, okay. Corrupting tempter that you are. Let's see.
Oh yes, Severin, the ultimate tempter.
I think I'm gonna highlight steady for Rook, because if he's gonna get into shit, he's probably have to take some shit. So he's gonna have to stay steady. And Severn, I don't really need to give you any incentive to do magic stuff. That's probably not it. So I will just, I'm right back at you. Let's get wily on each other.
Right.
Oh, disappointed.
Ha.
Because I would be Wily, like because I don't use that stat. Like anytime, because one of my moves is I would use Arcane, but it's fine. You can highlight whatever.
Okay, well.
I will highlight Arcane. And for Miranda, I will also highlight Arcane. All the Arcane.
Alright, cool. Entanglements. Miranda, you're gonna willingly take harm on behalf of your beliefs.
I wonder how that's gonna happen. I
wonder how that's gonna happen. Oh yeah, and I highlighted that. I highlighted that one for you, Agatha. So reveal the extent of your power to someone who may covet or hate your abilities. And Rook, you can keep threatening someone powerful with a fight without considering the consequences. So, beginning of session moves, since we have one less player, we have to deal with one less beginning of session move. Oh, actually, 2 less. Yay! Or no, 1 less. 1 less or 2 less?
Yeah, it's 1 less. Yeah, because Rook has their militia.
Yeah. All right, and then the patron move is also Rook. Okay, roll things, please.
I'll go first. Get these. Okay, all right, that wasn't too bad. That was a 10. Oh my god, finally.
Oh my god, your
It only took 3 sessions, even though
your cult is doing well, I guess.
yes. Fictionally, I don't know how. No, I'll figure something out. But
fictionally, we can figure something out.
Has time passed between?
Oh yeah, time has definitely passed.
Okay, cool. Because I had an idea of where Miranda was at the start of this, but no, I can roll. I can roll with this. It's fine. So 10 plus my father's content, and I get whatever is listed under surplus. Cool. So I get some money, apparently.
Yay, you get money. Rook. Yeah. Patron move first, which is fine.
They're both awful.
They're both awful.
They're both absolutely awful.
What are they?
I'm pretty sure I failed them both. So
okay.
For my militia move, I think that's leader of the pack. I roll plus fierce. My fierce is +2, so That fails. And for my patron move,
That also uses fears.
and that also fails. They both fail.
Oh my god. Alright.
Do I get XP for those?
No, you don't get XP on fails.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
right. I keep forgetting. Sorry. Play too many
But if
games.
you roll fierce, then you get XP for it, right?
Once per scene. So yes.
Okay. I will
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah, I highlighted it, so I got you.
Alright. So you get the drawbacks of let's see what the paramours want. I think they're I think they want both still.
I've got like 2 left at this point.
yeah, your militia is
It's
dying.
like hardly there.
Yep.
It's like a militia in quotation marks. Even it's like in double quotation marks at this point because we are already a militia in quotation marks.
I know, right? Super questionable militia.
So what are your wants? Or what are
Unwilling
your
and
wants?
desertion.
Okay. Well, it's very clear why your patron is unhappy with you.
Yeah.
Because everyone keeps just disappearing. Like, where are all the guards?
Yeah, because the paramours are like not working.
It's true.
And the ones that are remaining are working, but they're working a bit weird.
Or
Especially they're also spouting weird cultist shit, so you might want to check that out, Rook.
I like the idea that like Petor is like one of the only ones I have left.
Oh my god, yes.
And he's the only named one that there is. We gotta introduce some more. We gotta introduce some more of them.
Yeah, Peter and the other one who I forget what was his name.
We haven't talked about. We haven't named any others. I should say. There was the one that came up to me. We didn't name him.
Yeah. We need to.
Does that mean
we need to name him because he's the other one who's there.
Agatha, what's a name for our extra?
What do you mean?
Our extra
Paramour.
Oh, so your name is Rook. His name is Petor.
We're all over the place. There's no pattern. There's no rhyme or reason.
Let's say Hansel.
Oh, you sound sweet. Too sweet.
So here's what happened during the past few months. Well, other than the paramours suddenly disappearing for whatever reason, and Severn being unhappy about that. Generous died. She passed away. It's not quite clear why. It could have been old age. But who was her? Like Amana is still not. Hold up. So there is sorry, Amana is still not of the year of age of majority. So there's a regent, and I'll let you decide who the regent is. Severn.
Wait, I'm deciding who the regent is, or
like you can name an NPC that's already been named, or make one up.
Oh, I can't say that as me.
NPC.
All right. Okay, let me look at it. So it's not Amana.
Yeah, Amana is the technical crown, but she's not of age, so
I'm gonna say it's It's Cordelia.
Oh my. Okay, so
Miranda's
Cordelia is
mom.
the Cordelia is the one in actual power right now, for reasons that we may or may not explore. Uh, Miranda, it has a visible belly. Uh, for reasons we have not explained in broadcast yet. But yeah, I think Cordelia is not happy with that for kind of obvious reasons. And thus, so that's the setup. What scenes do you all want to frame?
I guess I can go talk to Miranda. We haven't had a scene together before. Let's have one.
All right, cool.
Oh, okay. So, do we know each other?
We met at the second session. No,
Oh
All
yeah,
right, you
feel that
you
box.
snort.
yeah. When you battled with my eye.
Yeah, the dog. He was looking at me weirdly.
Sure. Yeah. So I know of you, and you know of me,
Yeah.
but I don't think we've ever properly made acquaintances before. Where do I find you?
Have we taken residence in the palace? No. I think because
I have.
Okay. I think I'm there a lot now because my thinking was during this past few months, Miranda has disbanded her cult and has come back to her mother's work. And she's taken Garner's advice to be like, all right, I'm going to let this go and kind of work for the family. But not really, because that role went really well. So she's thinking of maybe starting up again because she's pregnant and she kind of knows what this is. So
Okay.
So you'll probably find her somewhere in the palace.
Okay, if I want to like spend my resource to for my with my whatchamacallit, with my clique, my faction, I can get like rumors, right? Because I just want to like I want to spend it so I can be like, oh, I know I've heard rumors of like you gathering up your clique. No, I'm kidding. Your cult.
Yeah, you can spend that, and I think it's a roll.
Okay.
Roll with plus honor spent.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll spend 2 honor. 2d6. Submit. 8 plus 2 is 10. Plus up. I don't really know how this move works, so let me just scroll down on this PDF.
On a 10 plus, yeah, activate. Yeah.
Wait, what?
You get your rumors.
Great. Okay, I'm armed with this foreknowledge, and
Yes.
I'm like, yeah. Where do I find you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So we're establishing that the rumors is the cult. She's gathering her cult, or that she's pregnant, or both.
I think
I mean, what kind of clothes do you wear? I feel like it might be pretty obvious that you are pregnant.
Yeah, and it's like she used to wear like long robes that covered her, but because since she's working for her mother again, her face is now seen, and she's kind of wearing.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I know. I think it's fairly obvious. It's still kind of robe-like, but I think she's not even trying to hide it.
Yeah, and I feel like it's not a big deal here whether people are pregnant or not. Like, it's kind of been established that people are pretty free with their sex lives, and
I think the thing that kind of annoys her mother is that that she had sex with basically her entire cult. So whoever the father is, she doesn't even know.
Yeah.
So your mom knows this. Interesting. I mean, okay. So I'm gonna come up to you. Where do I find you in the castle?
I think it's in one of the libraries.
Great. Okay.
I think I'm just kind of like reading a book, trying to make myself look innocent, I guess.
Okay, I go over to you, and like,
I had to look up. And what does 7 look like again?
they them dressed in layers, lots of layers, of white, gray, and cream fabric.
Ah, the court mage. And she kind of puts in the book, and it's like, well, what can I do for you?
A lady, how do you find the castle? Does the air suit you and your child?
The air is fine, and so is my child, though I do find it a bit strange to just be here after the death of Generous. She's ever been so good to our family.
She's certainly been good to you.
She's extended the olive branch a lot of times, and to my shame, I've batted them at every turn. What about yourself? Sever, is it? How are you?
Stubborn.
How are you and our good Generous? Our relations between yourselves?
Oh, I quite like the castle. It's it has much to eat, and my hand is like straying towards a plate of what would they have at a library? Like biscuits, I think.
Oh, is that why most rooms are stocked with pastries and biscuits? Are they for your benefit?
Oh, I can't. I can't possibly assume that it would only be for me. I think it just means that the owner of the castle has been very generous and likely will continue to be. I'm sure you would know that better, considering that it is your mother who is the regent.
My mother has said that yourself has shown generous qualities like our former liege. But don't be so modest about your talents, court mage. I'm sure generous esteemed you enough to have stocked the the castle with your treats. I'm sure you perform many a wondrous task for her.
Yes, and I like slip some of those into my sleeves. My lady, your time is precious, so I will no longer waste any of my breath. Do you enjoy working under your mother?
My mother only seeks what's best for me, and for too long I have thought differently. But in the past few months, I found enlightenment in a way I did not find in my previous uh, body of work, which you were audience to a long, long time ago. But that's in the past. I'm now that rededicated myself to our family and to the propagation and the continuation of our line.
Yeah, when you say propagation, I like glance at your belly. Um, and your followers, you mean to offer them to your mother as well? They have been quite busy recently. The past
Oh,
week, in fact.
can I spend an honor to? Oh wait, no, actually no. I'll save it for another character. No, I'll do that later. I think I kind of give you a coy smile. And like,
And you know that everything, like whatever I'm saying, it's like no one should know about this,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Okay, but keep smiling. Go
Yeah,
for it.
yeah. I'm smiling for like my dear Sever. Yes, if allow me that privilege, Severn. As far as anyone knew, the Merming Chantry was just a group of myself and my fellow children of privilege trying to find our own answers. Whatever whisperings they may be doing, it's of their own accord and just of their own interest. I myself have long left that.
Come now, my lady. You're a smart person. I am perhaps not as smart, but I am not stupid. If you are gathering power, I wish to aid you in your endeavors. Would you accept? And I guess I'll roll with...
Is that...
Persuade with leverage. I want you to... And what I want you to do is to allow me to help you, I guess. Is right now what I'm trying to persuade you to doing. And I'm gonna roll with Arcane. Yeah. I rolled a 13.
Jesus.
Let's see.
So you get the carrot and the stick.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what that is?
For PC targets, I can't. No, for PC targets, what it says is if I do what you want, you can choose to give me an advancement point. But if I have to roll. I have to spend honor to refuse that. But I think Miranda kind of like, she's actually shocked. I think she expected a jockeying of power, not aid. And she's kind of like, why, my dear Severin, I confess I mistook you for another petty lord looking for their place. But I see now, you and I are both servants to a higher power.
I bow briefly, like sagely.
Well then I must tell you, I need only one more object to accomplish what I need to do. It's in the hands of that King of Man-Whores, Rook. And I believe you and himself are acquainted.
I see. You will provide the manpower. I will provide the... Yes, this object. What is it?
It was a glass eye, right? It was an eye in a cage. Just all I want to make sure.
It was a black eye in the cage. Yes.
I think I described that, and I mentioned that it was done during a job that Brooke had done for the Laguna family. That he kind of didn't follow through because the guy we sent him to kill is still alive. So I think I'm definitely I'll give Severin I'm gonna roll to activate my faction's benefits as well.
Sure. I mean, I wasn't gonna say no.
Well, actually, no. I don't. Oh no, my benefits are wealth and status. I don't think I can give. I don't know. Well,
yeah, I don't need money. Sorry.
I don't know. Maybe status can let you command from some blokes.
I don't need that.
I
haven't needed it so far.
You're doing fine.
Very well, my lady. I nod to you.
And I think
before you peace leave, out.
No, before you leave, like Severin, this is a bit of intelligence, but in the future, would it be okay if we can converse on philosophy? Skype. Yeah, on more trivial matters, because I've sorely missed it.
Yes, my lady.
This is her trying to be sincere. Just roll with it.
Oh, Severin is confused. Severin doesn't converse with people about philosophy.
Yeah.
But since that is what you want, you will do research. Okay, yeah, I peace out it there. Looking for Rook.
All right.
Let's work as another scene.
Rook, where are you?
I think that I'm trying to think of how much my character is aware of the game that's being played.
Well, you do have a faction. I guess you can do secrecy. I guess.
I do have a faction that does have secrecy, and I think they would probably, like, someone would probably. So, how would I go about getting that information? Like, is there a move, like a faction move or something?
Yeah, you spend honor and then roll with honor spent.
Oh, okay. So maybe I can just spend all my honor. I have two. I'm looking for that move.
It's call on your faction.
Okay.
So a quick note, I find it kind of weird that there's the you gain an advancement, but if you refuse, you get an advancement anyways by virtue of making an honor move.
Well, yeah, but no, you only get that advancement when you roll any honor move once.
Oh, right.
One per
That's true.
second.
Yeah, makes sense. Anyways.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes, Mike experience.
Yes,
I think that my contact in the new union is, I kind of want to be someone we already have down. Maybe Lockhart.
Makes sense.
He's still around, right?
Yeah, Lockhart is still around.
Okay. Yeah, I think that Lockhart is in I'm imagining he's in the pinnacle, right? Like, this is kind of where everyone's at. Is that correct? Yeah, I think that he is. I think that he is in the guard barracks, and I think that I am here to. Oh, let's see what I've got on my character. I think I came to him because we don't really have like barter or anything, right? Not really.
What do you mean by barter?
Like, I was thinking, like, I worked out some deal with him to have some of the guards like become new members of the Paramours.
Okay.
Because I've been, like, while I was captured, I think that like so many of my group just kind of like left without my leadership.
Yeah, I think let's have that faction roll.
Okay. So I don't really care if like the deal goes through or not. Like, that's just like my character's excuse for going to him.
Okay.
But really, like, I want to roll the faction roll to see what useful information he gives me for the game that's going on.
All right, that makes sense. You can roll.
So I'll go ahead and I'm just gonna clear the dice from the room if that's okay. And I'm gonna spend 2 on her. Just spend it all. Oh, well, that's not good. I did not mean to put down 4 dice. Let me try that again.
Yeah, try that again.
Okay, so it's 6 plus 2 is 8. So on a 7 to 9, activate one of your faction's benefits, but the MC holds 1. They may spend it to have someone from your faction call on you to do a favor, fulfill your duty, or perform an obligation. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to see what Lockhart wants in return for this information.
So, you know about the game that they're after you. And Lockhart says, sorry, let me think. Lockhart says, the SRS have been dealing in the occult and things they probably should not. I need you to.
Hansel mentioned something like that to me. Normally, I can't understand him because he's got something in his mouth.
Yes, well, the one of their leaders, Whisper, has been working with another cult.
And I think that I'm like we're in like the barracks, like where the guards sleep, and I think that I'm like leaning on one of the bunk beds and kind of looking over to one of Lockhart's men, like changing into his like guard uniform. And it's totally like an HBO shot. Yeah, and I think that I say, so this Whisper person, you know, is this someone that's from SRS?
Yes.
And you know, the new union, are they going to, you know, care if we decide to take one of the pawns off the board?
Unfortunately, the SRS are very wrapped up in the new union. You're gonna have to make it look like an accident.
All right, that's what the union wants, but what do you want? I know you wouldn't just give me this information for the union's benefit. I know that Whisper's got her leverage as well. I think I like walk up to him and kind of like get like a little bit in his face. I know that you decided to go and give the lascivious a try. Have we not been good enough for you? Because the last time, I remember you were limping on the way out.
Oh my god, roll to shut down. No, just kidding.
Oh, my mic went bad? I'm sorry.
Yes, your mic went kind of bad. Apart from that, he says the lascivious are trying to. I did what I did to in service of the crown. I found out things from the lascivious. I would not have had this information if I had not slept with them.
I knew you wouldn't have gone to those long-haired rats if it weren't for some other reason. And I think that I go and like sit on like one of the beds and kind of lean forward and smile and say, "So, which one do you want?"
Okay, out of character, I have no idea. So we can, if it's sexy times, then we can build that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was saying like which one of the paramours did he like want? Like I was trying to like play that.
Oh,
Okay,
okay. Then
yeah.
I think we can cut the next scene since it's just if that's okay with you, right? Or do
Sure.
you,
Yeah, no, that's fine. So did I get that
the secrets?
I
Yeah,
know
I think.
I got the secret is that it's Whisper and that I have to make it look like an accident. But what is the 7 to 9 consequence?
Oh, I think it's one. It's hold, and two. I think it's the fact that
Oh, you can spend it on any time, right? At any time.
yeah,
Okay. All right. I see. Sorry, I missed that part.
and I think
Um,
that is the duty, like take care of Whisper silently.
oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Cool. We can jump forward then.
All right. So yeah, let's have Severn and Rook again.
Sweet. I guess I should have rolled the thing where I can like observe you from some distance or whatever with
You can do that now.
with Kanto. I mean, it's fine. I feel like it's not as narratively interesting. We don't have that much time. So, where do I find you, or do you find me? I don't know. I'm gonna find you. Where do I find you, Rook?
I think you find me and the paramours suited up in our golden cuirasses, looking like we're ready for action. I think you find us at like what's the area that's like the entrance to the castle? Is this where Whisper would be? I guess I don't even know. What's our
No.
location?
Whisper. I mean, I don't really know. Like we always talk through a magical like connection, so I don't actually know where she is.
Okay, then I think I come to you. So where are you?
I am in I'm like sitting in the vegetable garden.
Yeah, and I think that like you're sitting there like minding your own business or something, and then my men it like starts playing like the bad music, and then like my men come out from all sides into the garden, in our muscly cuirasses with our shining golden nipples, and we uh we surround you, and I think that I step through two of them.
Okay. I mean I go like, oh, and I tap my glass eye. We have company.
And I think that I casually walk forward to you, and then I like look you in the eye and I say, you know, I thought I worked for the SRS, but it seems like that's no longer the case.
Is that so?
Why don't you just tell me what you know about Whispers before we have to make it difficult? And I think that I have pulled out like a small knife, and I'm using it to like pick at my nails.
So I think you're threatening with force, right?
Probably something like that.
Sounds like it. Go for
Yeah,
it.
I think so. I'll go ahead and roll
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Did that change?
I don't know. feel like it shows up differently for everyone.
Yeah, I think it did.
You think it did change? Because it's going to be the same number in the end anyway. So that would be 8.
Yeah, I think last time it was a 2 and a 4, not a 1 and a 5. I could be wrong.
Okay, well it's fine. It's okay. So on a 7 and 9, for a PC anyway, you were unconvincing or they are not persuaded. Your target will choose one.
Oh. Try to strike a bargain with you or talk their way out of it. Okay, well, BT dubs, I just leveled up. And I took a new move.
Nice.
It's Arcane Malice. I didn't realize that only the adept had it, but it's when you can inflict harm with your magical power. So yeah, I'm gonna respond thus. I will attack you right then and there. Let's see. Let me double check how this works. I roll Arcane instead of Fierce to engage in combat or threaten with force. If I attack with magic, detail how I use magic to deal harm. Okay, so I don't like I was sitting on a bench and beside me was a plate of custards, and I don't move from the bench, but it's almost like I'm like casually adjusting my clothes. Like, oh, it's out of place. And like the ring on my middle finger, like it catches the light and then it like, or from the camera, it like zooms in. There's like a super close up on the ring. And then it's like the same thing that I like would take out of my bag before to do magic, where it will like unfold itself into some geometric shape and start spinning. But it's like it's like lying flat on my ring, and then it unfolds itself from my ring and starts spinning. I don't know if this is, I mean, I didn't detail that I had this magical item, but whatever. It spins and I don't know what kind of magic this is. I think it's definitely some kind of like, what does S harm mean again?
Stun harm.
Stun harm. Great. Yeah. Yeah, so there's a bright light or something. And that's my attack. Let me roll.
There's a bright light, yes.
It's an 8 plus 2 is 10. Okay. Hold on, let me double check. So my attack has a base. Yeah. Sorry?
Sorry, well, yeah, your tags. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, it has a base of 1 harm. And then I pick 2 more things. Which is that it's powerful. So take 1 additional harm. And it also shakes the nerves, so... Oh, wait, but you have armor. Okay, never mind. It's not powerful. It's just armor piercing. I think
so that would just be 1 harm then.
It is just 1 harm.
Okay. It would have been the same in an ended way, I think. Because I think my armor is only 1 armor. Oh, no, it's 2 armor.
Yeah.
So that if it's armor piercing, harm. Then it just does 1 harm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because it was the base is 1.
All right. So this is like this huge, like, blinding flash of light?
Yeah, hold on. And also inflict stun harm. So because I can I'm choosing 2 tags. So it's
Let me read how stun harm works exactly. Yeah, it's just you stun them, so you are unable to act for a short period of time. What is uh the down the downside?
yeah. So if it's conspicuous, that's loud. I don't think it's loud. Oh, I know. It takes a lot out of me, so I'll take 1 harm as well.
Alright. So
This is
yeah.
why I never use it. Yeah. So it's like a blinding light, and then but I wanted the messy tag because we didn't have blood yet. Oh.
I mean, you can make it like powerful, armor piercing, and messy, just a light that murders people.
No, it's fine. So I think it's like it manifests itself in like it's like it feels very briefly like all of your nerves are on fire. So I guess it feels like you're on fire, I guess. And then it fades to just like a very dull pain, but you feel weak. Like too weak to move.
Does this have like a special effect when it like hits like people or something, like visually or something? Like
well, I didn't choose inconspicuous, so I think it should. It's like I think aside from the bright light, it just looks like everything around you is like, you know how like during heat, like if it's really hot, there's like the waves. It just looks like that around you. So everything, all of your features look just a little bit distorted to everyone else. And you also feel like you're on fire. And then I start coughing up blood.
And I think that like so Maria, correct me if I'm wrong, but so like this just debilitates us like temporarily, right? Like we're just like knocked down. Yeah,
and,
I think like
and 1 harm, but like
yeah, I think like we all like start like grabbing our eyes and screaming and we all just kind of fall. And I like to think that like I like to think that like my 2 men who were kind of close to you got like a little like sunburned from this.
Right. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like trying to wipe the blood away. Okay, I'll take out like 1 fold of my shirt and then like tuck it back.
Yeah, I think I'm like on the ground at your feet.
Yeah. Don't play these games with me, boy.
And I'm just like, my eyes.
Jeez, this is so dramatic. If you do, we will both be dead. And then I laugh. And I walk away.
And I'm like, I'll get you, and I'll get Whispers too.
And I think I like wave, and I'm like, get her, please. Please do it for me. Ha 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 ha, and the blood.
yeah. Oh my god. Miranda, what have you been doing? I think you hear the commotion.
I think I was watching the commotion from, like, you know, there must be like a window overlooking, seeing all this, like, to her petty drama, because she doesn't care about Whisper, or like the only reason she cared about Rook is because it told her to save him, and he didn't, and he wasn't even, you know, willing to stick around to be saved by her. And,
Oh shoot, I forgot about the object. Oh well.
Do you know where the object is?
I
Yeah,
thought
Mr.
Rick had it. That's what
Yeah,
Miranda told me.
but exactly where it is.
I know. And I feel like I made the grand exit and it would be sad if I were to go back.
Oh, hey, by the way, can you tell me where this magic creepy object is? So yeah, I think
Where is the object? Like, is it even on Rook?
it's on Rook's horse. We established this.
Well, then maybe you can walk off to Rook's horse then.
I don't know where it is. Nobody told
Well,
me.
well, the horse, they came in with horses, I think. With the horses, yeah. Right? Rook?
I thought that we walked in.
Oh, never mind then.
But my horse is probably at the stables with our stable boys who are part of the militia. So,
Alright.
I mean, that's a thing, I guess.
Sure. So
I guess, I mean, does someone else have something they want to do? Because if not, I would just ask Kanto, but...
yeah, you can ask Kanto, I think. Unless...
all right.
I just missed the last minute. What did you say? Sorry.
Oh, I was like, does anyone else want... Because I've been in all of these scenes, so I don't know if y'all want to do something. If not, I will...
I'm waiting for you to bring me back the thing.
Jeez, okay. Okay, I will... I'll do my thing with my magical object. Let me double check how that works again. I can study a situation. It lets me view things remotely once per session. Okay, yeah. Oh, in a scene that I'm not currently in. Oh, so I could have done that. That's what you meant, Maria. Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, I hobble off and I remembered that I left the plate of, I believe it was custards. I'm like, but I take out the biscuits that I took in earlier from my sleeves, and I think I just like sit at this like ornamental bench that's like in like one of the hallways within the hold, and it's like super uncomfortable. And I am like, Kanto, I have biscuits.
What is it?
I need to find out where this item is.
Oh my god. And replace me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, it's not for me. Don't worry. It's for that pregnant woman.
Oh, then you're gonna pursue with leverage. The leverage being like
being the biscuits.
the biscuits.
That is a 4. And even if I add arcane to it, that is a 6.
Oh my god.
Can I like add to it in any way? I mean, I could.
I think I'll give you the result, but it's gonna be bad.
Oh, okay. No, that's good. That's good.
Because we need to draw this to conclusion anyway. So, sure. Pregnant woman. She does magic.
Yeah, you battled together last time.
Oh, that bitch. Okay. In that case, that's interesting. Oh, can you put me in her?
Sure.
Alright, I can deal with that. Find the horse that your boy whore thing, man whore, was riding.
I don't have.
Rook.
Oh. All right. Okay.
Yeah, but you promise that you'll put me in this other chick's eye, right?
Sure. I'm sure that is doable. But does that mean that you don't want to stay with me and
I
the cookies?
don't. No.
I'm very hurt. Let me see. I'm trying to see what else. Okay, so you're just giving me the information without me asking the questions on the moves, right?
Yeah, I'll give you the information, but the uh, drawback, I guess, is that you're gonna have to get rid of your eye and put it on Miranda after this.
Okay, let's see. All right. Sure. I guess that's what I do. I don't really have a choice. Well, I do have a choice, and I'm deciding to do that for the plot.
All right. So yeah, you find the horses. Let's montage this. How do you get past the stable boys?
How do I do this? I could cast a spell, I guess.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm gonna say montage and just
Oh
so you
yeah,
describe things.
yeah.
Don't worry about moves.
I set a corner, or I set like. Oh no, Leandro. Yeah, I set like a bucket of stuff on fire, and then like put it in the front, and then I'm like, oh, fire, and then I'm sure everyone comes out, and then it's like that's like one part, and then everyone's rushing out, that's another part, and then like the next thing is me like sneaking in, and then I like grab this eye, and then like it's like my normal eye is like looking outside, and then Kanto is like staring at the eye, and it's like, and then there's like a close up of the two eyes staring at each other, like they're like enemies. I don't know. And then I like climb out from the back. I'm sure there's a window.
All right. So that works. Let's wait for Leandro to get back.
Yeah. Rook, do you want to do anything?
Yeah, I think I stumbled back to Lockhart with my dudes in tow, and I'm going to call on my faction to do some dirty work, and basically like let me have basically the dirty work is to get me, I don't know if this is a right thing, but basically I want like a path to whispers. I think like the dirty work is maybe like bribing someone to like expose their position or to leave like a post or something.
All right.
Something like that. So maybe I can like roll that move.
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll with 0 honor though.
Yeah, I don't have any. Let me go ahead and get these dice on the table. Oh my god. On a miss, they cannot help, and they'll pick a thing. Okay. So yeah, I'm like Lockhart, and I'm like, you've got to give me something to go on. That Severn freak just attacked me and my men. Whispers is out of control.
I think Lockhart isn't there.
Oh,
Or rather, he's there. Your mic. Oh my god. Or rather, yes, he's there. He's just hanging and bloody. Okay. I got that space when the mic is destroyed, though.
That's so weird. Sorry, my internet went down again around this exact same time last week as well. It's
Oh
really
my.
You missed
So-
out on Phil's mic freaking out.
I know, right?
What did I miss?
Oh,
So
just
Test.
yes, better. So Severn got the eye, and now Lockhart is hanging and bloody, and his neck is broken, and his face is just contorted in a.
Oh, so
in-
I went to see Lockhart, and Lockhart is fucked up.
Yeah, Lockhart is
Oh.
fucked up.
Okay. So yeah, I think I like ran in like screaming this nonsense, and then I see that how he is. He's like, is he dead?
Yes.
What about all the guards? Are all the guards like dead?
Yes. They're all
Okay.
like stabbed and shit.
All right. So I guess my contact is dead. Yeah. I think that I will. I think that I'm like standing here looking at this.
One more thing.
Okay.
The walls, they all say, "We are coming. We are coming. We are coming," in blood.
And how is Hansel reacting to this?
He's staring.
Okay. I think I go over to him and like slap his face, and I'm like, I need you to stand with me. And I think I'm doing like my leader of the pack thing or something. Or are you
Yeah.
either with us or against us? That's the move.
Yeah.
Um,
Some move.
No. Hang on. Let me figure out which one it is. Let me find my moves real quick. I think I might have copied something wrong. No, I didn't. Okay. I think it's just my leader of the pack.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. When you order your militia to do something they are not immediately inclined to do, roll plus fierce.
Yes.
Um,
Roll that fierce.
Okay. Let's do that thing.
Gives you more experience, which is good.
Oh, I got 12.
All right. That's better.
So for a 12,
wait, 11, I think, right? Or your
I
fear.
have
Oh no,
two
your
fears.
fear.
Yeah, so it's a 12.
Oh, that's
it's not. It's an 11. It's 11. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. Either way, I get all
Either
three.
way,
So
yes.
they do what I want. They don't fight back over it, and I don't have to make an example of one of them later. So yeah. I tell him this, and I'm like, you all need to stand with me, or there will be no more paramours. And like, what do?
They look at each other and they're like, "Yes, Paramount. What do you want us to do?"
I forgot I had that title. Cool. Yeah, I'm like, we're going to go to the next person here that has power. And that's going to be the Laguna family. If we can't trust SRS, then we need to go to someone else. And I think that's where we're headed next.
All right, let's have our climax with all three of you. Because like Simon has the eye, Miranda has the baby, and Rook wants something from Laguna, and let's have that. Just go at it.
Is it in the throne room?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I'm imagining like we're just like we're storming the freaking castle. I mean, I think I've got like this daredevil thing to where I like if I get +1 armor if I just go the fuck in. Maybe I do like my like, does the like size of the militia matter in this situation?
I think so. I mean, if you're fighting.
I mean, I think that I'll just. I already said I was going to do Daredevil like without hedging my bets, so that means probably not preparing. So I don't revel or commune in preparation. I think that we're just storming the castle. I think that we've got paramours climbing up on ropes to get in like windows and stuff, and I think that there's like scenes of us like coming around corners and like slitting necks, and I think that the doors to the throne room like swing open, and I walk in, with like 3 of my paramours at my side, and actually I've got like 20 altogether, right? Yeah, I think that it's probably more than that. It's like, well, pretty much my whole militia is here, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, they may all be not right behind me, but they're all like on the grounds, right? So yeah, I think that I don't know if we have to do like a roll for my militia versus these
Not yet.
castle guards or something.
I think you take care of the guards. Let's to speed things up. Yeah, you take care of the guards.
All right.
And,
yeah.
and
so
to be fair, most of the guards are dead anyway.
it's
So
true. Like maybe this was like really easy. Like it was like a vulnerable. It was a vulnerable castle anyway. I don't know how they all died, but anyway. Yeah, I think that I am like walking straight towards you, Miranda, and are you like are you seated at the throne?
No, I think Cordelia. No, she's not sitting on the throne either. I think as a regent, she kind of sits next to it. I was kind of sitting next to Cordelia as well. Where's Severn in this?
I think maybe I'm just coming into the throne room, and I'm like trying to gesture to you, Miranda, like, hey.
But Rook is right between us, right?
Oh, I guess so.
I don't know, actually.
Sure. Yeah. So I think I come in, I'm like rushing in, and there's like hay all over me, and I think like a part of my robe is like singed, and I smell like disgusting. And I like come in, and I'm like, oh, like I'm like, hey, and then I put my arm down, and then I like try to fade into the corner.
all right. Give me a face to rest.
Who?
Severn.
Wait, I have to. What?
Face to rest.
Oh, face to rest? For what?
Sneaking in without Rook noticing.
Oh, all right. I'll do it. What is that with? Study?
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled a 7. And +1 is 8. Not really sure what that move involves.
I think you're either everyone notices or no one notices.
Okay.
So
I have flinched, stalled, or hesitated. So you can pick 1 or 2 of the following in the list, and then.
Oh, never mind. In that case, I will read the actual move and figure out.
Yeah.
And your goal is not having Rook noticed.
Do not have anyone notice me, actually.
Not have any. Okay. I think. In that case, it will be partial.
Yeah. So you can. I think it's like. You can choose 1 or 2 of the following and tell me what it will look like if I take it.
So I think I think if it will be partial. So Miranda has noticed. If and I think uh, Cordelia will notice and maybe bring that up later. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, cool. So yeah, what? Let's have that scene.
So
Okay.
I think. Sorry. So, Severn, are you like signal? You're signaling just to Miranda right now. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I did, and then I faded into the background. But both Miranda and Cordelia saw me.
Okay. So what were you trying to accomplish with your? You're just trying to let them know that you're here.
Yeah, I was gonna give her the eye because I have it.
Okay.
I was gonna give it
So
to her so she can like kill her mom or whatever. I don't know what she was planning to do. Give birth, I guess.
all right. I mean, I think that what Rook is doing is, I mean, I think that he's planning. I'm probably planning on like taking everyone here hostage until I get answers. Um, so I think that I walk up. Are you next to your mother, Miranda?
Yeah.
I think that I
Seated
walk up to you with the paramours and I say, "Your guards are dead. Katzel has no defenses. The new union needs to reassert its power and reach a new balance. And I've decided that I'm going to be the one to do that. So I'm going to need the two of you to step aside and let me have that throne."
Miranda laughs. She kind of goes. For first she stands, so just letting you go on, and she's just like low giggle. And then it just starts building and building, and she's just laughing at your face. Oh, you have no idea how much I don't care about your silly, petty political nonsense. I saw what you and Severn were talking about in the garden, all this talk of SCAR research societies, new unions. This is all so pointless. This is all so silly. I had hoped that Severn would have given me the eye right now, but it would have stabilized everything. But I guess those who are coming, they'll have to come in a much more malformed state. But rest assured, Mr. Rook, they are coming. Unless you want to be greeted with open arms, you ensure that the eye is given to me, or you and your friends will die.
Cordelia is giving you this like horrified look, Miranda. By the way, like, what do you do to that?
I've stopped giving her any attention. I'm just like I've stood up.
And also Amana, because Amana is there, but we don't care about her, honestly.
Yeah, and Rook is like, "You know that I have respect for what you do. You know that I am one of the people who believe that you have the real power, but I need this power."
Like I said, this throne, you can have it. Whatever. It doesn't matter to me. All that matters is that they come. All this is at their mercy. what you need to do is ensure that their coming is smooth and clean.
You want a smooth transition? Fine. And I think that so like just refresh my memory real quick before I do anything further. Like, how does your mother play into all this? I'm not exactly sure.
She was the head of the family Laguna. It was a big mercantile business.
Uh-huh.
They do
He
transport.
hired you to kill Bligaro.
That as well, and you didn't.
And like, does she tie into your plans?
No, I was trying to break away from all this time, and I only came
Okay.
back here because it collapsed.
Because what collapsed?
My cult.
Okay. So I'm like, you want a smooth transition? Fine. And I think that I look to your mother and I'm like, sorry, botched the job, but I'm not botching this one. And I think I just like swing my spiked rod right into the side of her head.
Yeah, and I think you get this shot of the spike rod hitting her face, and then she drops to the ground and she's dead. And Amanda is horrified and trying to run away. What do you do about that, Rook?
Yeah, this is the person that I attacked before when I was with Severn. No, this isn't Elaine. This is Amane. Oh, Generous's daughter. Okay. So she is like the rightful heir, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I tell my my men to seize her.
All right, cool. So they're dealing with that. Severn, what do you want to do?
Doesn't look like I have much of a role anymore. I think they're doing pretty well for themselves.
You still have the eye.
I'm hearing, like, I think when you were saying, like, they're coming or whatever, I'm like, oh, that sounds like something that may be out of control. I think I'm gonna...
Okay, go on.
I'm gonna try to destroy the eye.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm, like, sitting there, and I think I'm just, like, kind of... Like, I think I just, like, sat down on the ground, and I'm, like, watching this in this heap, and it just looks like a pile of, like, rags in the corner. And then, like, as it's, like, getting more and more intense, and then it's like, oh, boom, Cordelia dead, and, like, blood is, like, splattering all over, I'm like, huh. Well...
Let's make things incredibly worse. Okay, I might have to make a custom move on the fly. I think you can destroy the eye.
Actually, no, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna discuss with Kanto.
All right.
Kanto.
Discuss with Kanto what? Okay.
Kanto. I can place you inside Miranda, but I believe she has to die. Are you alright with being placed within her dead body?
No. She has to be alive for this.
What is she planning to do?
She's planning to bring a beast from the miasma, from beyond the miasma, into the world.
Using the eye?
It helps.
And
It
what of
helps.
her child?
Her child is the creature from beyond the miasma.
Oh, alright. If I were to kill that beast, could you make sure that she is still alive?
I can attempt.
Great. You should try very hard because you want to be inside her live right eye socket. So
Yes.
try. Really try. Yeah, I try to attack the beast ?
The beast isn't there yet. Or are you saying, are you gonna give her, like, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna kill whatever is inside of Miranda right now. If everyone's okay with it. X-carding me if you're not.
Well, Miranda, you have a choice right now.
Okay, no one's X-carding me. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I like tuck my hand, this is my right hand, into my sleeve, and then like there's like another like super tight shot on just like it's like all this folds of fabric, and then there's the ring, and then it unfolds itself, and starts spinning. Yeah.
So you're attacking the thing inside Miranda.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm sure there will be no negative consequences to this.
Miranda, what do you want to do? I think since you're the only one in the room who has noticed Severed, you get to act.
I see Severn doing this, and I kind of I know what they're. I think I can divine what they're trying to do, and I kind of.
Or yeah, if you feel like the really, it's like really sharp magic. That's aggressive magic.
Yeah, I think there's a safety mechanism that kicks in, and it's a feel free to X-card this as well, but it's a premature birth. I think because the move I took, it lives within me. I can just do it. Like it could just work.
Okay, so how does this work? Because I was gonna roll, but
you want to actually no, give it a try first before.
No, I'm asking Maria. But I think you should give birth anyway because you've been wanting to do this, so you should do it.
Yeah, so I think what the eye would have done is I would have picked a different negative tag to what I was gonna pick. That's literally the
let's see.
I would have done.
What would you have picked? Because you can just take the eye anyway. It doesn't.
Well, you still have the eye, right?
Yeah, but but I mean, like, if you give birth and the eye just like flies to you, how does that sound? Because I didn't put any like magical barriers around it, so.
No, I think it's more interesting that I didn't get it, and it gets a negative. It's messed up. Like, well, it's gonna be messed up anyway. But like, it's a different kind of messed up.
Well, I think the I would have removed the negative consequence rather than made it a different one.
Okay.
So, so I think that goes through because you got her unaware. So I'm not gonna make you roll. So the beast takes 1 harm.
Okay.
But that causes a premature birth, and that is your move, Leandro or Miranda.
Okay, so what happens is she kind of keels over. It hurts. Does the beast take the harm, or does Miranda take the harm? As in the one harm?
The 1 harm, the beast takes it.
Okay, cool. All right, so I think this is going to be a literal birth because they always came. They always came to her through murmurs, through whispers. So they're gonna come out of her through murmurs and whispers. She kind of like mouth to the sky and starts disgorging words, languages, but it's like this weird jetty-like mist coming out of her mouth. But you can hear like it's babbling. It's like a lot of tongues all at once. It's all it's coming out of her mouth as it starts forming in front of her. It's like this miasmatic sort of four-legged creature, but it's hard to make out because you can't really see it. You can just hear it. You can hear all these words and all these different languages kind of impacting your senses. I mean, that's how you know it's there. It's this man-shaped thing, but you can hear all the words. It's this all sounds so incredibly nonsensical. I'm sorry, but it's like a jelly-like fog, shape of a man, but it's screaming. There's a lot of words. It's a lot of thought and language and whispering just coming out of it. It's hard to look at. It's hard to hear. That's default. It can cause 2 harm. It has 1 armor, and it's messy and it's close. And it inflicts, and I picked 2 tags. It inflicts truly terrible harm, so that's another 1. And its body has natural defenses, so that's another armor. So that's 2 armor and 3 harm. And because it didn't get the eye, it is hungry. It's really hungry. And guess who was the closest to it when it came out?
Well, that would be me, right?
Yeah.
So what do I get hit with?
You are going to first hold steady.
All right. So I'm gonna re-roll the yellow dice. They did not change. Let me refresh. There we go. 8 plus hold steady uses. What is this move? Face duress.
Oh yeah, face duress. Sorry.
Roll plus steady. Okay. I have 1 steady, so that is 8 plus 1 is 9. So 1 is 7 to 9. I flinch, stall, or hesitate. They'll pick 1 or 2 of the following and tell you what it will look like if you take it.
I think either you take the harm or Pete or Will.
I mean, I'm okay with Peter taking the harm because
just fine.
So
but it will kill. It will kill Peter. By the way.
I mean, I'm okay with Peter being killed, but is face duress the right move for this situation? Like,
well, I think because it's unexpected and it kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think what Rook is trying to do is this like thing comes out and he's like, ah, he just like tries to get out of the way. And yeah, I think that to get out of the way, yeah, I think that price is acceptable.
So yeah, you get out of the way and you see it gets Peter and it starts devouring him, like grabbing him. It grabs him and then it rips out his head and then starts eating him. Severn, what are you doing? Or anyone?
I'm gonna try to kill it again.
Try to kill it until it's dead. Yes.
Yeah.
In that case, that will be a roll.
Okay, I'll roll for it.
It would be whatever.
Yeah, I'm doing Arcane Malice. I rolled an 11 and then +2, that's 13. Okay, let's see.
Engage in combat.
Yeah, I mean, I'm inflicting. It has 2 armor, right?
Yeah, but your armor piercing with Arcane Malice.
Yeah, so I'm choosing armor piercing, and then I'm gonna choose.
No, but like engaging combat is the move that you're actually doing, right?
Oh, so I'm not doing Arcane Malice?
Yeah. I think the Arcane Malice is your weapon, so the tags stay the same. If I remember correctly.
Okay. Because I'm
It
reading
says-
like the Arcane Malice, and it says if you attack with magic, detail how you use it, and then your attack has a base of 1 harm, and then pick 2 from the following list to describe exactly how your magic works.
Well, the thing is, you roll arcane instead of fears to engage in combat, and you're still engaging in combat.
Yeah. So I'm choosing my 2 options.
Uh,
Or is it
you're
always the
still-
same?
I think it's always the same, and then engaging combat is the options from those, which is on page 23.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, sure. I'm like kind of
Because some of the adepts advances is that you get more tags.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Engage in combat. Okay, let's see. When you attack someone with intent to do harm on a hit. So then do I still choose one of these or do I just take my arcane stuff?
Well, you already rolled with arcane, so I mean
Right.
this is on top of your arcane stuff. So.
Oh, okay. Okay. I battle aggressively. So I inflict +2 harm, but take an additional +1 harm to myself. So that means I take 2 harm to myself. So I'm at 3 harm. I'm like almost dead.
Also, you dealt 4 harm.
Yeah.
I
think.
And then on a 10 plus,
2.
you pick another one.
Okay, wait. So
And engage in combat.
Okay, so my attack always deals 1 harm and then 1 stun.
Oh, okay.
Harm? Yeah. So it's not. So it's 1 plus. So that's 3 harm and then 1 stun.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I pick that. I just want them to die. I guess I temporarily trap them within like this the weird like it's like that like energy wave around them again, so they can't actually attack anyone for like 1 round or something.
All right. So describe how that looks.
Yeah, it's like it spins and like but this time before like any magic like happens, I already am like coughing up more blood. And then like I think there's like blood seeping out from my eyes as well. But I look like I'm really into it because I just remembered that was one of my character traits is that I'm addicted to it, but it like deforms me or something. I don't remember. Anyway, so I look like I'm like yes, and then it's like coughing and then like like crying blood and then there's just like this giant flash. I mean, it's actually not very flashy magic. It's just like ooh, light. And then I'm assuming that the beast like probably roars with pain.
Yeah, you dealt 3 damage on top of the one that you already dealt, so it is dying. Like it's not dead, it's dying.
Okay.
Miranda, you now take notice of this, I guess. What is your
pain? I took 4 harm.
Oh, and then I guess like I'm also like nosebleed right now, so it's like almost all of everything is bleeding.
So everyone is bleeding, except Rook. Miranda, I guess you're bleeding still. Notice that Severn has just tried to kill your baby.
Yeah, I'm bleeding from the mouth, from the eyes.
Oh yeah, are you?
I took 4 harm.
Oh yeah, that move takes like 4 harm automatically.
Are you also bleeding from your ears? There's a saying in Chinese that if like it's like the 7 holes like in your head are bleeding, that means you dead.
Oh my god.
Maybe only 6.
So 1 ear is fine.
Yeah, 1 ear is exactly fine. And I think I've collapsed back down kind of my seat next to my mother's corpse, and kind of watching this and kind of like, I think she's been a lot of strain, and I think she's kind of she's slowly not going there. She's just watching this, kind of like breathing really hard, and still kind of giggling a bit because she did it. She brought this thing, and that was all she really wanted. Bring this thing forward. Whatever happens to it, like I was she's just too proud of it. She's just overcome with pride, and it's almost like she's justifying her head as like, no, I brought the piece of the gods here. It doesn't matter what you do to it. If I can do it, it means they can come back. It's not just me who could do it. But that's what her mindset is on at the moment. So she's just laughing at all this.
What is? I have a question. What does this thing look like again?
God, yeah. I'm sorry. I went in a very like stupid like meta tangent. Oh, it's made of words. It's a.
Is it hot?
It's a blobby shadow man thing. It's not that hot.
Okay. In that case.
Wait, are you going to seduce the beast?
Jesus Christ! It is
no
a creature of words, I guess.
Okay, I think what happens is I think that the paramours will just like, since you said that thing about like just being glad to bring it into the world. I think that I look around to my men to see how they're reacting to it.
Well, they're horrified.
Okay, if they're horrified, then I think that I just try to rally them and I say, "Now's our chance, kill it!" And I'm just like raising my rod in the air.
I think since it's stunned and in a cage, you can kill it. Oh my god. So, everyone's. I think if it's okay with y'all, I think both Severn and Miranda are gonna be dead if they don't get medical attention soon. So, so my question is, do you get medical attention?
Oh no, Philip!
Oh no, the only one who survived is now gone.
oh no, he's
Okay.
back.
Okay, he's back.
I thought I had a really captive audience because you were all
Alright. But like, okay, so here's the thing.
So what's the last thing I said?
No, you.
Okay.
So I'm doing it. Let's do epilogues. And I was gonna say that if Miranda and Severn don't get medical attention, they're dead. So my question is, do they get medical attention soon?
Well, my plan was to, take control. So I think I have to kill this thing to do that. And then I was thinking like they would be my captives and I would like.
They're gonna be dead, though. You have a mana, so that's a plus. But like the other two are at 4 harm, so. Okay,
so like they're gonna be dead soon. You're saying, is this like a matter of minutes?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
they're bleeding through 6 out of 7 holes.
I'm sorry, that's only Miranda. I'm at 3 harm, okay? So it's only.
Oh, I thought you were at 4, but
I'm only at 3, so it's only my eyes and my mouth and my nose.
Yeah, right. I think that what happens is that Miranda, you're like laying on the ground, like looking up or something, I'm imagining, and feeling your life slip away. And I think you just see Rook like leaning down over you, and it's just like, you're not going yet. Still need that smooth transition of power, don't I? And I think that like I don't know what I can do to help. What can my character do for this situation, Maria?
Get a medic.
Okay.
I think since we're running low of time, we can just epilogue it and say she survives. And Severn, I guess, survives because I overlooked the fact that they only have 3 harm. I thought they had more.
I say to Rook, I was like, if I can bring them back once, I can bring them again.
And I think I think what I do is I lean down and I like whisper, "My men will be your vessels," or something like that.
And she just laughs quietly at that.
Meanwhile, Severn, what are you doing?
I think I crawl out of there.
You just nope the fuck out. Okay.
And leaving like a trail of blood and muck from the stables.
Also, I think Kanto rolls out of your eye because he does want to be inside Miranda. So
yeah, bye.
bye. It just kind of falls out and then it kind of rolls over to Miranda.
Yeah, I think there's like a twitch in Severn's hand, like he wants to grab it, but then he just like turns back and then continues crawling out of there.
Oh my god.
Slowly, painfully.
All right. We're at time, so thank you for playing and thank you for participating. I'll stop the broadcast now.